Hi and welcome back, everybody. Hope you're all having a fantastic day out there. Guys, we got a great show lined up for you here today. We're going to give you a ton of value packed in this short video, talk all things, of course, Ripple and XRP. But more importantly, guys, at the end of this video, I have a very urgent message I want to push out to you all. I know there's a lot of concern right now with the SEC and canceling this highly anticipated meeting, as well as some of the huge statements Brad Garlinghouse, CEO of Ripple, has been making. But more importantly, guys, we've got to talk about price, and I've got to put this message out that I've been wanting and waiting to put out at the perfect time. This is it. All I ever ask is if you do like talk about Ripple and XRP, guys, you know what to do. Drop an X, smash like button, and share the video. Let others around the world know what is truly happening in this digital revolution. First, I do want to say shout out to Ripple, as they're featured in Fortune magazine's best workplaces for millennials list. Thank you to our team at Ripplers for all that you do for recognition in 2024. Also, guys, we've got breaking: the SEC has reportedly given preliminary approval to 3 issuers of ETH ETFs starting next week, July 23rd. So things are heating up in a big way for these ETFs. Will be interesting to see if we get a nice market rally off of these. Also, guys, breaking, I know many of you have already heard this. I'm not going to go too far into detail with this, but we're trying to get Elizabeth Warren out of office. And today we just got another victory for Mr. John Deaton, who is pro XRP lawyer, former Marine. Deaton is running against Elizabeth Warren. And today we had the Winklevoss twins announce that they sent 16 BTC in donation valued at $1 million to pro candidate John Deaton. Things are heating up in a big way, and I'm going to be honest with you guys, at the beginning of this race, when John Deaton got into this and I saw he was going after Elizabeth Warren, I said, well, yeah, that's awesome. That's great. I'm hoping the best for him. But I knew that it would not be an easy challenge, as Elizabeth is so tied into the establishment. It's absolutely ridiculous. Guys, today we just got a lot closer. If you can donate, great. If you can't, support in any way you can, because we got to get guys like John Deaton in. Now, also, when we talk about politics, guys, you know, I don't put a show out that's focusing solely on politics, but we have to understand this is a big thing right now. Politics and crypto are going hand in hand. And today we just heard that President Biden has begun to accept the idea that he may not be able to defeat Donald Trump, as I think many of us knew this long ago, and he's just starting to figure it out. But reports are coming in from New York Times and other sources saying that by the end of this weekend, around Sunday, they're saying he may just come out and publicly announce that he has decided to step down. And from there, they're looking at possibly Kamala Newsom, I know, is in the talks, possibly Michelle Obama, but I know that she said that she wasn't interested. So it'll be interesting to see what's happening. Meanwhile, Donald Trump's at rallies saying this:
to further secure America's future and create opportunity for young people, I will end Joe Biden's war on crypto. We will ensure that the future of crypto and the future of Bitcoin will be made in America. Otherwise, other countries are going to have it.
And so that's just the thing, guys. He understands, he realizes if we don't get in now, then other countries, as it's already been happening, are going to take first place. Now, here's the deal, guys. Doesn't matter to me whether you're pro-Trump or anti-Trump. That is completely your decision, but we do have to understand politically this is a big deal right now, and the direction in which we go politically is going to dictate in a big way which way crypto is going to go. Now, long term, we know it's going to succeed either way. We know Bitcoin hit an all-time high this year under Biden, so I'm not going to say crypto is going to die if Trump isn't in, but it is very clear and obvious that he is promoting versus the other side. Will we see what's happening there? So rumors are growing that Trump will announce at the Bitcoin conference coming up a strategic reserve policy for the United States next week. Lastly, are you prepared for the greatest bull market of all time is the question. The United States currently, guys, is 35 trillion in debt. We're having a lot of problems over here. I just want to see a leader take over that can make things happen and turn things around, because things are obviously dire here. Now, Ripple partnered with the Vatican. Ken Weber, head of Ripple Impact, vice president of social impact and sustainability. Listen here and more closely, this is about 25 seconds to the very end here.
Our founder, Chris Larson, sometimes talks about making globalization work for everyone, completing globalization. So what we're doing from a business standpoint is improving both individual and household economics through things like faster, cheaper, more reliable remittances. But we're also doing what we can through philanthropic funding, partnerships with nonprofits, central banks, universities, and even the Vatican. Our founder, Chris Larson.
Even the Vatican. That is a very big statement, guys. Whether you support that or not, we have to understand the Roman Catholic Church actually holds more real estate in the world than anyone else in the world. That is very interesting. Now, guys, lastly, I want to touch on a few things that are going viral right now in regards to what Brad Garlinghouse has said. I'm going to start right here, but then afterwards, I'm going to talk to you about it all, talk to you about what's going on with the case and what's going on with the price of XRP and my message to you, all starting right here.
Now, in terms of liquidity and those things, I mean, look, I've always viewed an IPO as a step in the journey, not the end of a journey. What we have done instead of, and this is actually new news that we haven't shared publicly, we have done a series of tender offers where we've been buying shares back from investors and employees. And we're in the middle of another tender offer. And after we finish this, we will have repurchased $1.4 billion of stock from our shareholders.
Wow, that's a huge amount.
Now, $1.4 billion back from their shareholders. Does this sound like a company that is insecure in the direction of which this is all going? Or do they sound extremely confident? Are they putting their money where their mouth is? And do we have maybe a little bit of insight here? Because guys, today people are really focused on a cancellation of a meeting with the SEC, potentially with Ripple. These are meetings that come and go all the time, right? There's been plenty of meetings throughout this lawsuit. This wasn't an end-all be-all. Was it very interesting? Very interesting timing indeed. What I am right now, guys, is extremely bullish on Ripple and XRP based off statements like this. Now, we recently saw a pullback a couple weeks ago to 39 cents, guys. That was an absolute buying opportunity, a steal if you look at where we're at currently right now. Yes, we're down about 9% on the day, nice healthy pullback, right? When you have statements coming out from Garlinghouse himself, stating they're buying over $1 billion worth in shares back to hold, right? It tells you which way we're going. And you have statements like this. I can't comment on that specifically. We expect a resolution very soon. What does that tell you? 1 + 1 = 2, guys. It is very obvious, very easy to see the direction in which this is going. So when we have pullbacks, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not giving you financial advice, but it's very obvious to me what I should be doing, and that's something called dollar cost averaging. And if we were to somehow drop below 50 cents back into the 40s, even better, under 40, guys, I would be extremely happy. Now, maybe to you that sounds crazy like a lunatic, but to me, this digital asset that I know is going to 2, 3, 4 digits long term. It's so incredibly obvious to me at this point that it makes my decision very, very easy. And so while many out there are focusing on the day-to-day, asking questions, where will we be at the end of this month? The question is, where do you want to take your life financially? Because in my mind, and these are through my eyes, right? This is what I see is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. I'm not telling you what to do with your money. I'm telling you what I truly believe, and XRP is a digital asset out there unlike any other that is going to create financial freedom. That's all I got for you for now. Don't forget to drop an X, smash the like button, share the video. We'll see you all in the next one.